Good evening, YouTube. This is Appalachian Radio Communication Channel. I'm Thomas. Ham radio call sign KD4STT. If you're into the GMRS, we do have GMRS license WRJD 259er, and we want to welcome everybody. Even if you're not a radio operator, maybe you might later get interested in get into communications. A very important thing to think about when it comes to preparing and being ready for situations that we may not have cell phone service at some point due to unimaginable, to some people, unimaginable events. But anyway, today I'm basically on here. I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. I'm a veteran. I used to be in the 1st 278th Tennessee Army National Guard mechanized infantry or cavalry unit here in the Valley of Tennessee and East Tennessee. And I served between 1990 and 1996. And I enjoyed my military service. There was the good, bad, and the ugly in it, but overall it was a great experience. And I was proud to serve my state and my country if necessary. But I did not go overseas. Even though I signed up, I didn't have enough time and grade to go over at that time in the 90s. So, but I'm glad some of my older comrades got to go and appreciate them. My rant today, I guess we'll start with the Texas border situation down there where the governor of the great state of Texas asked his state National Guard to stand up and to take control of the border, which they did. They've done an excellent job. They shut down the border in most places. And, you know, this whole thing about the border and the illegal aliens having free access is, you know, it's a horrific time in our history as a once great republic. We have been subverted from within. Our federal government is grown to such an extent that it has come to its own conclusion that it is the supreme power of the land, and that the people of the United States of America are no more than just tax-paying slaves. They don't represent us. You know, they don't represent the American people. Now, they are allowing and helping to facilitate illegal immigrants crossing into America, into the North American continent, and, you know, unashamed. They're unashamed because what they're doing, in essence, they're going to replace us, the old guard, so to speak, the old order. They want to get rid of us because we still have a mind to think for ourselves. They want people in here that don't know the Constitution. They don't know anything about a Bill of Rights, so they can control them. Like some of the Democrat liberals said, we need people to pick our vegetables, you know, and to take out their potty pans. So we're seeing the old Democratic policy of slavery being reinstituted in a subtle but clearly apparent to most of us what they're doing. Their rhetoric as far as their thoughts on race is horrendous. They really think we're stupid enough to ignore what they've been saying by belittling certain races, saying that they're not able to vote because they don't have enough knowledge to vote. They don't have enough money to vote, whatever. Well, it's true that they're taking our money away. That's no doubt about it. But on the other hand, to belittle people and to defamate people due to their skin color is racist altogether. And this is what we see happening with the liberal Democrats and their whatever their narrative, that false narrative that people are too stupid to get out and vote, so they're going to vote for you, basically. So anyway, I'm just really thinking about things, and you know, like I say, I'm a veteran, and it breaks my heart. You know, I once was able to fly the American flag, but now, after the country had been taken siege by the 2020 election, the criminal activity that went on during the 2020 activity, and I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm not talking about the Republicans or the MAGA crew. I'm talking about what happened there on January 6, 2020, with the federal government leading an attack on Washington and blaming it. Of course, they blamed it on the MAGA movement, but totally it was a inside job by Nancy Pelosi and others to criminalize President Donald J. Trump and his supporters. And this is what they did along with the mainstream media. And this is an old story. This is, even though it just happened just a few years ago when America was taken under siege by these criminals, it's a dog and pony show. People are realizing that, hey, you got an old man in the office there, that in presidential office, he can't even hold his bowels or his kidneys, and he's just a puppet. He's just a dummy acting as a president. While other people are pulling different strings, trying to make it work, trying to make it seem legitimate. The news media, if it wasn't for the news media, the corrupt news media, creating narratives to make it seem like Joe Biden is a legitimate president, in reality, he's a criminal, as well as the media companies that continue with their lies and projections. You know, when they accuse a Republican or a conservative or anyone they accuse, the fact is they are guilty of that same thing. So anyway, again, there's a lot of history. Like I say, this ain't a new thing. It goes way back to the 1870s and so forth, where they began to, well, for instance, they took out President Abraham Lincoln so they could start this new world order, you know, in sincerity. And after that, in the early 1900s, they started the Federal Reserve, the Jekyll Island incident, or a situation where the bankers came together and created a new central banking system, and even top names of financial company CEOs, for instance, J.P. Morgan, he supposedly died of some kind of natural cause. I kind of doubt that, because J.P. Morgan, the man, J.P. Morgan, his philosophy was that every person, every human should have gold and silver in their pocket. Well, that doesn't go along with what we have today. They want you to own nothing. They don't want you to have anything, but be happy with what they give you. And so, we live in a economy now where fiat money is all we got, and they're fixing to do away with it. We've had counterfeit money for several years through the Federal Reserve, who is not really a federal government entity at all. It's a private money-making machine. And the federal government, they just borrow money, and they print more money, give it to the federal government. The federal government pays back the Federal Reserve, so it's kind of like a backdoor policy where they just keep the citizens indebted more so than ever. We're at trillions of dollars now in debt. The shareholders of the United States corporations, that's another story, how they created birth certificates for us so that we would be under contract to the United States corporation. The area of Washington, D.C. is not a part of the United States. It's a total sovereign entity apart from these United States where the people rule. So we're talking about a lot of corruption throughout history. And, our children, if something don't happen, if we can't change the trajectory of where we're going, our children and grandchildren will end up being so much of a slave, because I'm telling you, they're bringing people in to replace us. If we don't comply, they will just replace us. So, I'm just tired of it. I'm really, I'm getting up in age. I've got health issues, as I'm gaining age and things like that. But I just, and I'm just really frustrated, just to be honest. And I don't know, but what's going to happen in Texas. But if any of you Texans are listening out there, and the governor of Texas, I encourage you to stay your course, stay strong. And I'm here in Tennessee. I want to do what I can to help you. I want to help my state here in Tennessee. I pray that for our leaders here in the state of Tennessee, that they'll make wise decisions to protect our state borders just as you have there, and that we will stay united as citizens of the great American continent. However, we want to be realists. Excuse me. So I don't know if we've got the grit or the will or the cause even to fight against this demonic, tyrannical regime of the Biden-Obama administration. The immoral, the debauchery, and the things that are preached. There's there's a big difference between the debauchery, being ashamed and humbled and all that, and those that are proud and get out here and flaunt it, and grown men going into women's, girls' bathrooms. That doesn't cut it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off right now. I'd like for you to please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Tell me about what you're thinking. Are you proud of the America, the United States that we have now? Are you proud of it? Proud of our government and our leaders? Or what's your thoughts? I'd like to know. I like to hear other people. From what I understand, a lot of us veterans, we're not happy at all. And, we need to let men be men and women women. That's what makes America great. And anyway, give me a thumbs up if you will. That'll help me get out there a little further on YouTube. And this channel is not monetized at all. I doubt if it'll ever be monetized because I believe in God. I believe in family, and I believe in guns to protect and defend ourselves against evil. And most of all, God is our protector, and He gives us instructions how to protect our family and our neighbors. So let's stand strong, be encouraged, and may God bless each and every one of you. Again, this is Appalachian Radio Communication Channel, and I'm communicating to you out there, my friends, my subscribers. May God bless you, and may God save and restore the Republic of the United States of America. God bless y'all. Thank you.